Because I know what you're thinking. You're like, okay, this bitch is gonna come out here and spout some conspiracy theories about like the moon, blame all her failed jokes on like Mercury in retrograde. That is absolutely correct. I'm 100% gonna do that. I'm not gonna blame the moon for everything. But if anything doesn't work on stage tonight, it's because it's Taurus season. My therapist says this is fine. She encourages my indulging in the witchcraft. It's called self-care. No, I know, I'm a basic LA vanilla white bitch. I have a therapist, a crystal collection, and multiple covens. Standard LA lady. I think that, and no, now you're like, okay, now this bitch is gonna preach to us about witchcraft. But here's the thing, about the craft. For me, it's just fucking fun, right? I'm trying to have some fun out here under this casual American fascism. I mean capitalism. A lot of Freudian slips tonight, sorry about that. I think I'm really sick of people like always dumping on us like basic witches. And by people, I mean men. Being like, oh my god, why do all women in LA believe in witchcraft? Why do they have to watch Practical Magic on repeat? Why do they like iced coffee? Because we're trying to have some goddamn whimsy into our lives, Chad! Go back to your CrossFit and your podcast and leave us alone! We're just trying to practice some self-care, maybe dance naked under the full moon, and bathe in the blood of the people who cut us off on the 405 freeway. Another coven I'm a part of in Los Angeles is watching HGTV shows. Oh good, lots of white people here tonight. Home and Garden Television Network, for anybody who's not white. I'm trying to watch HGTV shows because I'm trying to get good and familiar with like DIY home projects, you know, for when my fiance and I can finally afford to buy our house, which by my calculations will be in 55 years. In 55 years, we will be able to afford a house in LA. Just kidding, it'll be a tent under the freeway. Just in time to retire. I'm kidding, we're never gonna be able to retire. I'm not learning anything about the DIY homes watching HGTV, guys, because the only show I watched in completion was Murder House. Do you watch the show? Any Murder House watchers in the room? Yes? Oh man, that show is hilarious. It was a show where they sent in a crew to renovate homes where gruesome murders had occurred. This is a real show. But they gave them no budget. So the crew would just run in and be like, we cleaned up that blood and we put a carpet over it. It's no longer haunted, you're welcome. And I was like watching it like, wait, it looked better with the blood stain. That brown rug is hideous, take it back. The show for the home restoration aspect, right? A lot of people do true crime stories. I was watching that shit for house listings. Yes, because I'm trying to convince my fiance that we should buy a murder house. Stay with me. If we toured a gorgeous 4-bedroom Victorian, turn of the century, what? Where a triple murder-suicide happened. The neighbors can still hear screams and they occasionally see an apparition of Lady Beatrice in the window. That shit has to come at a discounted rate. Come on. Bonus, we could sell tickets to it as a haunted attraction on the weekends. Okay, this is my 5-year plan. This is girl math. This is an investment in our future, babe. Plus, it might come with a ghost roommate. How cool would that be? Sure, she may have murdered her husband and her lover with an axe. But her bloodstained lace nightgown is to die for. Maybe she'll pitch in for rent. I just think I've always wanted a ghost BFF, you know? Last year, my fiance and I went to Ireland. Super haunted country, by the way. And I went into every cemetery I could find, to the point where my fiance was like, babe, do we have to go in another cemetery? It's dark. And I was like, yes, we have to learn about the Irish history and pay our respects. And also secretly, you know, I'm hoping a ghost will materialize in front of us, pop out of the ground. His name will be Pegleg O'Connor. And he'll be like, oh, Lennon, I need you to help me solve me unfinished business and who took me leg? He's related to the Lucky Charms guy, don't worry about it. And I'll be like, oh my god, yes, Pegleg O'Connor. And I will do such a good job. I will help him solve his unfinished business. He'll be like, oh, thank you, Lennon. I'm not going to ascend. Instead, I'm going to stick around and he can help us renovate our murder house. I see no flaw in this plan. You didn't laugh hard enough at that joke, that's the moon's fault.